Every single day, people use money. Some of them use it for paying some accounts, for buying basic things. Also, they spend money on transport and a lot of things like that. Many people ask about the history of the money, how the money started, what was the first coin in our country, what has been the changes of the money since it was created, and many other questions. For this reason, we made this video to explain a little bit of the history of the money. We are here, in the Casa de la Moneda. That is the best place to get information about the history of the money in Colombia. Ever since Christopher Columbus stepped on American land, money has been introduced in our country. It is a system that was working in Europe. Some of the coins that were used in this time used to have picture sets of them of kings and queens. The purpose of this was to magnify the value of the little metal disc shaped. Here in Bogotá, we have this museum that exhibits the history of the money in Colombia. This house was built in 1621 by the Capitan Alonso Trujillo. Nowadays, we have the possibility to come to learn about the history of money since the Indians inhabited this land. The Indian society that have been here are the owners of a millennium culture and cultural diversity. They have different languages and many ways to organize them politics and economics, always based on religious belief. Their trade system was based on barter of gold, salt, handcraft, and other objects. The shock of these different words involved a big change for the Indian society. They lost their legacy and became slaves, while the conquerors took everything. In Nueva Granada, that today is known as Colombia, they started to create coins in 1621, when the Casa de la Moneda was being built. These coins were made of gold and silver. It was called reales, and were changed for objects and food, and also they used for pay taxes to the Queen in Spain. This way of economy replaced the barter economy that the Indians had. For example, in 1761, 25 pounds of sugar costed 12 reales. 25 pounds of milk costed 4 reales. One milk jug costed 4 reales. And if you worked one day, your boss would pay you 2 reales. But the Casa de la Moneda of Bogotá was not the only one that existed. In 1729, the minting house of Popayán was built, but only started to work in 1749. Some people also say that Medellin also had its own meeting house, but it was not as important as that in Popayán. The meeting house of Popayán was so important because the city was near to the biggest gold mines that the kingdom had, and it was easier and safer to transport the gold from the mines to Popayán, which brings the gold to Bogotá. Today, things has changed a lot. We're not slaves anymore, but we still have to pay taxes to the Colombian state. People don't use reales. We use pesos, but we still paying for food, service, and everything that we need. That is actually sort of what our ancestors used to do for surviving.